it's Nadej Bailey. Be sure to tune in to TPN Live with my Auntie Renee and my Uncle Bobby Peoples.
Hey there, I'm Leonardo Washington, star of Casting the Net.
And I'm Andrew P. Jones, the creator and director of Casting the Net.
And you're watching TPN Live
with the awesome Bobby and Renee.
Hey, I'm Courtney. I'm an actress, director, advocate. Enough about me. You're watching TPN Live with my friends, Bobby and Renee.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jamari, aka Mari. Look, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe on these videos, and make sure you share it with a friend. You are now tuned in with Bobby and Renee Live. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Hey. What's going on? Y'all know what today is. It is the premiere of Being Objective.
Yes.
And we have a few guest stars in the house tonight. So who we got on the carpet with us tonight? We got the writer of the show, Mr. DeWitt Jones.
Hello.
All right. And we also got the wonderful and magnificent Sydney Webb. How you doing, Sydney?
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, and let us just say this, that this was Sydney's first lead, right? In the in the premiere. So let's what are you doing? I can't see. Oh, hey. Okay, there we go. This was Sydney's first lead in a film. Am I right, Sydney?
Yes.
So great. So we're excited. I hope you're going to be excited to see how well you did, honey, in your lead role. You did absolutely amazing. You and also your co-star. And so with everything that's going on right now in today's climate, I think that this movie speaks volume. What do you say, DeWitt?
It does. It's a volatile, very sensitive and shaky planet, and the slightest spark we've seen the slightest spark almost burnt the country down, but there's always room for intelligence. Regardless of how dumb people get, intelligence still have that last voice, and this is our attempt to bring some intelligence to the fire.
Exactly. And like you said, and to hear it coming from kids, and getting
wait. Young adults.
Okay. Young adults.
They're not kids.
You're right. Young adults. And
getting. You don't watch cartoons anymore, right?
Right.
Well, no, we're going to give them that credit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Young adults.
We want to know adults. You know what I'm saying? Because they are going there. They're taking over the future. So we want to make sure that we give them that credit. You know what I'm saying?
That respect.
Yeah, that respect. So we're not going to, we could talk more about it. But Sydney, just give you a brief synopsis of how you felt about doing this project before we go into it.
I loved doing this project. It was a little bit hard because my views are just a tiny bit different than my characters, but it was good seeing it through basically another person's eyes.
Yeah, well, that's the title, Being Objective.
That's right.
Objective. Well, cool. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start this show.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right.
Angry, eventually becoming a ward to the state, Erlina's journey through childhood became agonizing, dealing with her internal pain of neglect and abandonment, molestation, rape, domestic violence, and suicidal thoughts made Erlina continually ask herself the same question: why isn't God wiping away her angry tears? It would not be until much later when she would realize God had been with her all along.
Trammell, three-time author. Depression is reality. However, conquering depression, it is a mission. My first book is titled Walking in Faith During a Storm. It's truly filled with inspiring words of encouragement to help empower others in conquering depression, all through Christ. MHD, mental health disorder, is severe throughout the nation. My second book is titled Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities. It's based on true life chronicles and will provide tools and resources to help assist families in dealing with loved ones experiencing MHD, in coping with their behavioral circumstance of mental health disorder. Both books, Walking in Faith During a Storm and Powerful Faith While Conquering Principalities, are both available on Amazon online bookstore. That's Amazon.com. Get your copies today. It will bless you. As I leave you with this thought for today, do not allow any evil forces to overwhelm your state of mindset. Be blessed.
You know, at some point in time, that luck gonna run out. Is that what you tell yourself to make yourself feel better?
I'm just saying. It takes a woman to know a woman. And since I know women, I have a better chance at making history than any man would.
Trying to bet on that?
Shit, you know I ain't never run from the competition.
I got a clinic that says I'll get a gamble before you.
So you plan on me remembering your name?
You will.
I'm not gonna waste my time. This is all I need.
Look at you. Got all the makings of a good bitch. Looks sweet enough too. I'ma call you Betty Crocker.
And what exactly do you do?
Unless you want the shit I had for breakfast and lunch all over your sneakers, I suggest you give me 50 feet.
I suggest you take your partner elsewhere where they don't have to hear this Jerry Springer shit.
I remember this day vividly. That woman sure do know how to push my buttons.
Don't think because I'm in a church, I won't put you back in your place.
I see how you look at me when you're in the pulpit.
She wonder why I do the things I do. It's because of her. In this house, I am your God.
Are you being physically abused? Bro, I am so clumsy. My husband says I have 2 left feet.
You know this can ruin your reputation at this church.
Husbands, love your wives even as Christ also loved the church.
You have to forgive.
How could you do this to me? You said you love me!
And gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
It'll take a lot of faith, a lot of prayer, and a miracle for this one.
And I, for one, as a Muslim, believe that the white man is intelligent enough. If he were made to realize how black people really feel and how fed up we are without that old compromise and sweet talk. Stop sweet talking it. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
Why would you say that about me?
I call it like I see it.
So asking you a question makes me a sellout?
I don't need this drama.
What did I do to you?
Nothing except ask a dumb question. Your question alone tells me you're not down. These cops have been hunting down black people every day.
So asking you to elaborate and to explain your findings made you talk about my family like that in front of the class?
Why do I gotta explain stuff to you? Look, these killings are all over the news.
But there's breaking news tonight in the shocking case of an unarmed African-American man who died after being handcuffed and then pinned to the ground by Minneapolis police.
That major outrage this morning after a behavioral therapist was shot by an officer after he held his hands in the air, lying on the ground, his patient with autism sitting right nearby.
Mom, get back! Mom! 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 You have to get back!
What those networks broadcast is obvious, but to say an entire profession is evil because of a select group of men is where I'm lost.
The news got that from somewhere. Look, this is happening, and a change is needed, and a change is needed now.
Was nearly over when the first shots rang out. In the end, 11 officers were shot. 5 of them were killed, police say, by 2 snipers.
Kyle, there are 330 plus million people in this country. The murderers and the maybe murderers not caught is nowhere near 300.
I'm going to stop you right there. My uncle was beat half to death by the police.
17 other so-called police bystanders at the beating scene will not be indicted.
My neighbor died on a surgery table from a botched surgery. Should all doctors be locked up?
It's different. That only happened to your neighbor.
And you believe that my neighbor was the only American in the history of American medical science to die from a botched surgery? Or maybe because CNN or Fox didn't put it on the news, it doesn't happen a lot?
Why are you always taking up for these cops?
My dad, my uncles, and my older brothers are cops, and none of them ever hurt or abused anyone.
So the officer attempted CPR, but when that didn't work, he put the baby in his squad car and rushed to the hospital, getting there within seconds. We got to talk to the officer last night about what was going through his head at the time.
You're pretty, light-skinned. You don't got to worry about them coming for you.
You're light too.
Yeah, but I'm a male. So that's just a byproduct of even more hatred towards me.
The biggest enemy is short-minded people like you that just want to see the community burn down because they can't survive in it. If I can't have a W, no one will have a W.
You are a weirdo, like I said. Look, I'm going to wait for a ride somewhere else. I don't want a MAGA hat coming after me or your cop family putting a knee on my neck.
Everything is made in the United States of America. The fabric, the cord, the visor, the poly snap, the woven label. Everything is made in the U.S.
Hands up. Don't shoot.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot!
This has been the drama since I was a kid in school. You would think us adults would have figured this out by now.
Kyle is a prick, Dr. Freeman.
Yes, I see how you've come to that conclusion, Brittany. Do you think you were nice to him?
I didn't make fun of his family like he did mine.
No, you didn't. I applaud you for that. You know, Brittany, the biggest problem in this country, in our community, and this school for that matter, is a lack of empathy. Both you and Kyle were actually more focused and concerned on being understood instead of understanding. Both of your life experiences are real to the both of you, but your life experiences aren't the complete experience of the country. I know Kyle's family. His uncle was a victim of illegal police violence. His family sued and they want to settle.
Today, the city of Louisville, Kentucky said it will pay its largest settlement ever in a police misconduct case.
See, justice has prevailed.
Brittany, sometimes obtaining justice is not a balm to heal mistrust, betrayal, or abuse. I want you to understand that. But on the other hand, I've met your father. He volunteers at our Boys to King mentorships. And sometimes his brother or your uncle comes to help out as well. Your father wholeheartedly loves our community. He takes pride in it.
That's why we moved out here, because his last station was doing bad things.
Yeah, and the county transferred him here. There's nothing but sweet harmony from the brave men in your family who would do anything to protect us. Even Kyle. Brittany, Kyle generalized you, and you generalized him. Kyle doesn't want the world to burn. He wants the pain that cop who hurt his uncle, he wants that pain to burn away. And you do not and will not defend a bad officer.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman. I get it. I so get it.
I'm sure you do. Even though it would be great ratings for CNN and Fox to broadcast the country burning, we have to deny them that opportunity. It's not up to them or the government for us to take care of each other.
Facts, Dr. Freeman. You spit in bars.
You have a good night, Brittany.
You too.
I think the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you. Yeah, I think that's what greatness is or should be. It's not something that lives and dies with one person. It's how can you inspire a person to then in turn inspire another person that then inspires another person. And that's how you create something that I think lasts forever. And I think that's our challenge as people is to figure out how our story can impact others and motivate them in a way to create their own greatness.
Coming back for more? At least you're consistent.
Kyle, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight you.
Huh?
I didn't know about your uncle. There's not enough money to compensate for the pain that so-called cop caused your family. And for that, I'm sorry. You're my neighbor. I don't want to fight you. All we have is each other. Yes, I come from a family of law enforcement. But if you want to know, my dad is actually a good guy. He reported all of the bad officers at his last station. That's why we moved it over here.
Damn, I didn't know.
I'm learning that there's a lot that we don't know about each other because we're always so focused on yelling at each other instead of growing from each other.
Facts. It's true. Brittany, that was messed up what I said about you. I'm sorry. You were just asking a question.
Homies?
My girl, we homies.
Do you want to visit my dad? He helps at the Boys to Kings workshop that Dr. Freeman hosts. He's the one that made the ribs that we had on Friday.
Word?
Word.
Any more?
Plenty.
Mom! I'm going down the street.
Okay, Kyle. And don't be hollering in my house. You know that.
All right. So, how you feel about that one?
I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah. So
what do you think? I know that you wasn't anticipating all of that coming and being throughout the clips because that's not, what was written in the script. So how do you feel about seeing that come together?
I thought it looked amazing with all the clips added in. It added like a special effect that you didn't think about. Like actually seeing everything. It was amazing.
Right. And go ahead. You had a question. And just coming from a young adult, such as yourself, with this topic, I know that everything is so touchy, right now today, and even right now in this era, everybody is. This whole Ice Cube thing, is blowing up and blowing back on him, because he's trying to do what you did, pretty much, kind of, I guess blend or mend the two. But some people feel as though he's not getting it. But at the end of the movie, you actually got it, right?
Her character got it.
Her character actually got it and understood. DeWitt, what was going through your mind when you actually wrote this film?
Well, the path to some type of harmony is an infectious path. It goes left, right, and like you were saying with Ice Cube, nothing's going to get fixed unless someone makes an attempt to go across the table and do what this character did. She did not have to go to his house. She could have just went home and let the division stay where it is. Mm-hmm. But Cube took the grown-up approach. Okay, this got to stop. Like she said, there's 330 plus million people on this planet. You can't have 330 million right ideas.
No.
impossible. It's just scientifically impossible. However, the biggest complaint is that we can't get. So Ice Cube's idea, well, I'm going to go to the cat that's in charge now and see how we can get.
Right.
And unfortunately, he got jumped on, and I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Do you want to win, or you want to enjoy the pain?
Right. Most people are there. They thrive off the pain. They thrive off the negativity. You know what I'm
They
saying?
have a hunger and addiction for combat.
So that's what happens. You know. So the whole negative stuff was the whole outcome of that situation. Now to come off of that a little bit, that's why I put in the clip. When in the middle between the two scenes of the globe turning, I put in that clip of Kobe Bryant talking about greatness and how to be great and pass that on to the next person. So in order for us to change, we have to be that change. So if all you want to do is scream and yell and fight and protest and stuff like that, but you're not actually changing, then nothing's going to change. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be that change within ourselves before we can do anything within this country. Because none of us have nukes. None of us have armies and stuff like that. So in order for us to get the change that we want, we have to be that change. So when I heard that clip from Kobe, I was like, you know what? That is a perfect clip. And, God rest his soul. But he was a great man who had great vision. And I don't follow basketball too much, so I don't really know too much about Kobe. But when I heard that clip, I'm like, wow, this guy was deep. You know what I'm saying? He was very deep in what his philosophy was. So I think that's what we need to do now. We have to be that change. And when you gave me the script, I'm like, okay, how can I make this script? It was only 5 pages and like 2 scenes basically. But how can I take this script and put the message inside of it where the people can actually get it? So showing those clips from the news, because that's what we are learning from.
We're blended everything together.
Yeah, we're learning from the news and we're learning this, we're learning all this from the media, but still we're not doing the research, we're not getting the education ourselves. So in order for us not to be a victim of the media, we have to be that change.
That's right.
So that's why we're going with that.
Like Dr. Freeman said, we have to deny Fox and CNN the opportunity to broadcast us burning each other up.
Absolutely.
We have to deny them those ratings.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, because that's all it is. It's radio. I mean, what's that? Policies and I forget what it's called.
Slick editing.
Yeah,
cut a speech up.
Right, absolutely.
Now, us being that we're older, we're kind of accustomed to that. We kind of know the game, but people like Sydney, are you there? You're kind of dark there.
You in the car? Can you turn your overhead light on?
Yeah, she got real dark.
It's dark outside. I think she's sitting in the car.
Okay. Yeah, so I did it for people like Sydney and Cameron who couldn't be here today. The young views. I mean, if you sit there and listen to them talk, they have good ideas, have good views. But if we're too ignorant to the fact that we can't listen to them, nothing's going to change. Because when I become 75 years old in a wheelchair, people like Sydney and her group are going to be the ones taking over the country. You know
what was beautiful, Bobby? You had the 2 youths, but you had an elder come by and school the youth.
Yeah.
That's right.
And what's going on? We don't have these elders schooling us. Like a lot of those Malcolm X and Martin Luther King speeches, they're more than motivational speeches. Actually good instructions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And both of those men praised elders because they themselves were taught by elders. Each one teach one.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you got the budget, but you went in outer space and recorded the whole planet.
Oh yeah.
How did you do that?
I mean, it wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually, we said, you know what, we're gonna go out in space and get this.
And record the whole globe and make sure it was right on time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's hey.
Exactly.
You know how we do.
But it was cold out there though. It was definitely cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go on space, make sure you wear a coat.
Yeah.
Or at least a bomber jacket.
Sydney, sweetheart. So how do you feel seeing yourself in
the lead role?
Yeah, in the lead role on screen. How do you feel about that?
It felt amazing seeing myself in a lead role, but it was also very stressful knowing that the weight of everything's on my shoulders. If I mess up, then everything's messed up.
Well, I mean that is true, but you know, saying you had us elders. Well, this elder, you had this elder,
yeah,
you had this elder helping you out there. But I mean, but from your point of view of the message, like how, from your point of view, the message itself, how was that translated? I mean, do you think your peers will understand this project?
I believe that my peers, or at least people my age, should be able to understand the message. They should be able to understand, well, see, this person's point of view is different than yours, but you can still learn from this point of view. You don't have to agree. You just have to understand and know, okay, well, this person means this and I mean this. There's a point in the middle that you can meet at. So
absolutely,
people
And
should
honey,
be able
you have to make common sense hip again.
Right.
Only
Yeah.
you all can do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely do that.
That's right.
Coming from us, we just some old buzzers. We don't know.
Right.
But you all got to make common sense smart again, cool again.
Exactly. So Sydney, coming from the model world into making your way into the film, because this is your second film, and second film and commercial under your belt so far. How does that feel?
It feels good coming into the acting life. I've always loved acting and portraying different characters, which is what I like to do with modeling, but it's a whole different experience when you add words.
Yeah.
And add things that you have to memorize and have to actually speak the emotion instead of trying to portray it through your face in a picture.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Well, and you did a great job, because the running joke, if anybody can memorize what DeWitt write, it's got to be a non-human.
Right.
Because DeWitt write the most craziest, complex stuff, paragraphs ever. But we love him for it, but it's definitely a challenge for the actors, and I think you did a great job memorizing all those lines and hitting all those beats and stuff like that. So kudos to you, because not too many older actors couldn't do what you did with DeWitt work.
You and Cameron, and also what is his name? Just
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
He did like 4 movies with us.
It just totally went out the door.
Where's that at anyway?
He couldn't make it. Him or Cameron. Cameron had to work, and Eduardo had something else. He probably filming, because Ed's like working.
Probably on Tenet 2 or something.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He's probably doing something.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamal, like your jersey. What up, Jamal?
Hey, Jay. Hey, guys, thank you all for joining us. And those of you that are still on, thank you so much for watching this. After we're done, you're going to be able to share this link, share it out to all of your friends and your family, just letting people and bringing awareness to what's going on today. Seeing it from the young people point of view, and hearing them speak it and portray it. Sometimes art have to imitate life. Sometimes you have to put things in art in order for people to get it on the screen, make it where it's entertaining so people can actually get it. Yeah. So now, we have this platform, and because we have this platform, we're able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to my brother DeWitt Jones, for bringing the knowledge and coming through with the writing as usual.
Always.
And actually, when I was listening to it, because I was in the room while he was editing it, it brought tears to my eyes, because I had to go back and relive everything. All of those clips that he's shown, you have to relive that stuff all over again. And it's painful.
Yeah. And I teared up actually editing it. I mean, it kind of caught me off guard too a little bit. Doing that. We love you too, Jamal. I want to make sure I got that in there. So it was very cheerful and stuff like that for me. So also, before you forget, for those who missed the movie from the beginning, you can actually watch it now on our YouTube channel, from beginning to end without us talking, interrupting you guys commentary. So if you guys want to go over to YouTube and to a YouTube channel and watch the movie itself, you can do that right now at 6:30. So it's 6:30 right now. So go ahead and download the movie. And enjoy it and share it, and watch it and tear it apart. Because even if you don't like it, you watched it, and hopefully subconsciously that message get in your head, even when you're down in it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So either way, watch the project. That's all we really want you to do is watch it, because you don't have to agree with us. All we want you to do is understand the side that we're coming from.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Same thing.
Do more of this and less of that.
That's right. Let's listen. Let's see whether you're trying. let's see what he's trying to say. And I'm speaking back on Ice, but let's see what he's trying to say. What is he trying to do? What is the narrative? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. And I'm glad and grateful that he even had the opportunity to sit down with, 45 and say, hey, listen, this is what we need. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for that. I know a lot of people are mad at him, whatever the case may be. I'm not mad.
But here's the crazy part. People are mad at him for wanting to talk to 45, but yet still they don't want Biden in office either. So I'm like, and so
what do you want?
Like,
what do you want?
I'm like, so what other option do we have? I mean, like,
right. People
Dolomite can't run for president.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't understand it. I'm like, it boggles my mind. Like, okay, you don't want Biden, but you don't want to try to, work out things with Donald Trump. So what do you do?
Yes.
You just you just love combat.
Yes.
That's basically, they just love the brawling, the fighting, the bickering.
I mean, and that's fine. If that's what, cause we need that. We need that fight, but we also need that understanding.
And Jamal said that he sat down with Biden as well. Nobody said anything too much about that. You know what I'm saying? He said, I watched the video and he said he's just trying to understand. Like, he's trying to understand the whole political aspect of it. If you go back and watch some of his videos, his recent videos, he tell you that, listen, I'm trying to get an understanding of what's going on, like what's really happening right now.
Right.
So, hey, hats off to him. I mean, he started off rough, of course, in
NWA, F the police.
Right, and all that other stuff. He started off rough, but then
I think that's admirable for him to switch from that style of music to take instead of complaining about his country, to take a part and be the change that he desires to see.
That's right.
And that's how it be, you know what I'm saying? But also, like, for example, Ice Cube changed. As you get older, you become more mature, and things start to take notice of things in your own world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not robbing people no more like that. He's a businessman now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
runs the business.
He runs the business, so he knows where he came from. He know other people coming up to that same way he talked about in his raps. He wants to try to make, I don't want y'all to go through what I went through and rapped about. You don't have to go through that. Let's try to figure out a better way for everybody to get a W, as you put it.
Right.
So that's just my 2 cents.
Everybody get a W.
Yeah, everybody get a W.
That's right.
And
if they want it.
I don't care. I'll get political. I'll talk about it. It doesn't matter. We have to have these conversations.
Yeah.
It have to be had, because if it's not, y'all, we'll just fall for anything. We will fall for anything. Once again, thank you guys so much for staying with us. Won't ever vote. That's right. That's true.
That's true, Kayla.
Yep, that is so true. Thank
they
you guys.
Just love whining.
Yeah.
That's it. Just wanting to cry.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna kind of wrap this thing up. Sydney, because she's sitting in the dark. We're gonna let you go first. If any shout outs you want to give to anybody right now, you want to give thanks to your mom, anybody?
Thank you to everyone who's believed in me through my journey. That's a lot of people, too many names to mention. But including the peoples, it's been an amazing journey, and I can't wait to do more.
Oh, definitely.
Sounds like an Oscar speech to me.
Hey, we're preparing her. You know what I'm saying? She's a young one, so you know how we do. We always find a young one. We always bring them under our wings. So she's taking that spot. So
yes, absolutely.
She's definitely taking that spot. About you, DeWitt. What you got to say?
Just thank you all, my family. You two knuckleheads. I'm proud of y'all. Putting in work, and I really would love for everyone just to share this movie and just have a long talk about it.
Yeah.
And reach out to your opposition and learn something new tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's it.
Maybe helpful.
Listen. Absolutely.
Okay, guys. Well, we're not going to hold you guys any further. We're going to go back to our YouTube channel and watch the movie all over again. Please do so, and please make sure you guys like and share that, okay? Because y'all know how we do. We have to make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Click on the notification bell.
That's right. Or also make sure you subscribe to our Facebook page.
And also
like
and share.
Yeah.
Like and share.
All right, guys. So, Sydney, we talk to you later. D, always a pleasure, my brother.
Love y'all.
Love you too. Love y'all. Hey guys, that was the movie premiere of the movie
Being
Being Objective. That was
Yes.
a great stuff. Always a pleasure working with my brother DeWitt, even though he's 3,000 miles away. That's only a phone call away, and
That's it.
we talk every day
Email,
on Facebook. We talk every day in text anyway, so
Whatever.
it ain't like we left.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
it's always great to work with him and using some of his words of wisdom in his scripts, because the boy is awesome. He's amazing writer and and a filmmaker as well. So if you guys like the movie, please like and subscribe and share the movie. If you don't like it, please like and subscribe and share the movie. What up? Peace out to you too, Jamal.
Peace, Jay.
Anything you want to say, babe?
No, I think we've said it all. Once again, thank everybody for staying on, and thank you everybody for watching, and thank you in advance for sharing. Okay.
That's
and you
right.
can go back and see this, like you said, on our YouTube channel without interruption. And if you want to see the commentary again, you can watch it again on Facebook.
That's
all
right. All right, guys. So we're gonna end this video how we do all of our videos with 1, 2, 3, and peace.
Hi, I'm Emmy-nominated Melvin Jackson Jr., actor and producer. You're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Nitra. I'm an extras casting director and a DDP yoga instructor, and I'm watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee Peoples. And you should too.